This is Nightline.
Tonight, Eric Dane speaks. The actor famous for heating up the screen as Dr. McSteamy in Grey's Anatomy.
This is awkward.
And going deep in Euphoria.
I'm not allowed to form an emotional connection.
Opening up about his ALS diagnosis.
My left side is functioning. My right side is completely stopped working.
Who's the person you call when it hits you hard?
And why he's not done fighting.
I don't think this is the end of my story.
Plus, Scheana Shay, known for being at the center of the drama in Vanderpump Rules.
We pick up the pieces that you left. You don't her friend.
Her private struggles.
I kept everything a secret.
And opening up about that moment everyone's talking about.
He hid that from me for almost 2 years.
And rest in peace, Ozzy. Thousands lining the streets as the rock legend and Mama, I'm Coming Home singer is laid to rest in his hometown. And the moment that visibly moved his family.
From ABC News headquarters in New York, this is Nightline.
Good evening. Thank you for joining us. Eric Dane is best known for heating up the screen as McSteamy in Grey's Anatomy. But tonight, he's raw and vulnerable, opening up about his harrowing ALS diagnosis and why he says he's afraid that a heartbreaking part of his family history could repeat itself. Here's ABC's Diane Sawyer with another look.
There he is, the blue eyes, the sly smile. Eric Dane arrives at Grey's Anatomy.
So, do you ever go out with coworkers?
I make it a rule not to.
And I am so glad that I don't work here.
He's a little mysterious and charming. It doesn't take long before he'll be immortalized as Dr.
McSteamy.
And now, this 52-year-old man we all know is walking into the room.
This is wonderful, and you are tall.
I am tall.
Yeah. It helps, doesn't it?
I like it.
He is here to talk about his shattering medical diagnosis so that anyone else who receives the same news will know they're not alone.
Take me back to the first thing that made you concerned, worried, baffled. Where did it begin?
I started experiencing some weakness in my right hand. And I didn't really think anything of it. At the time, I thought maybe I'd been texting too much or my hand was fatigued. But a few weeks later, I noticed it had gotten a little worse. So I went and saw a hand specialist who sent me to another hand specialist. I went and saw a neurologist, and the neurologist sent me to another neurologist and said, this is way above my pay grade.
After 9 months, the crushing reality. He is told he has the incurable disease that progressively kills the nerves that connect to your muscles, affecting your arms, legs, speech, breathing. In the end, for so many, paralysis while your mind is still acute. It's called ALS.
I will never forget those 3 letters.
Can you avoid waking up, I guess, every morning and thinking, okay, what's different today?
It's on me the second I wake up.
It's not a dream.
It's not a dream. No.
A disease without a roadmap, just a daily inventory of what is being lost. It is now 1.5 years since the symptoms began.
I have 1 functioning arm. My dominant side
Is your right side?
Yeah, my left side is functioning. My right side is completely stopped working.
And then your left arm is fine?
No, it's going. Yeah, I feel like maybe a few more months, and I won't have my left hand either. It's sobering.
He says he's walking fine, but thinking about his legs.
Is that what you're worried about next, your leg?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm worried about my legs.
And always on his mind, his family with actress Rebecca Gayheart. The couple once separated, but now are close. Their 2 daughters are 13 and 15 years old.
I have great kids. They have great heads on their shoulders.
Just a couple of months ago, his youngest daughter was on a boat trip with the dad who'd been a competitive swimmer, a water polo star.
The ocean and the water just seemed as natural as walking to me. And when I jumped into the ocean that day and realized I couldn't swim and generate enough power to get myself back to the boat, I thought, oh God. And then I realized in that moment, I'm not safe in the water anymore.
His daughter had to race to his rescue.
She dragged me back to the boat.
What did you say to each other?
I was like breaking down in tears. And so I made sure she got back in the water with her friend and continued on with the snorkeling with the guide. But I was just heartbroken.
Who's the person you call when it hits your heart?
I call Rebecca. I talk to her every day. We have managed to become better friends and better parents. And she is probably my biggest champion and my most stalwart supporter. And I lean on her.
He had met her when he was an uncertain young man trying to make his way in Hollywood.
Where on earth did you get that picture? Jeez, I wish I had that hair.
I was going to mention that. But you do have that hair.
It's gray. I look like Gandalf now. This guy looks somewhat confident, but teetering on arrogance and full of hubris and hope and hurt.
The lifetime hurt of a little boy whose dad died by suicide when he was just 7 years old.
You're 7 years old.
7 years old. Yeah.
You could always sense that mystery inside him, even as he became a star and stunned the 23 million people who were watching this scene.
Oh. This is awkward.
Do you think, well, this could be memorable in that moment? No?
I had no idea. I just remember walking out of a bathroom with a very nice gentleman kind of blowing smoke towards me.
And eventually, there was another giant show, Euphoria. And next, a new series on Amazon, a police thriller called Countdown.
Have you assembled the team?
All but two are uncovered.
Which two?
Beecham and Oliveris.
What's the holdup?
That's just it. We're not exactly sure where they are.
He says he is going to keep fighting this disease for the life he loves every single day.
So you really are in a duel with it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I'm fighting as much as I can. There's so much about it that's out of my control.
How angry does the illness make you?
Very. I'm angry because, my father was taken from me when I was young. And now, there's a very good chance I'm going to be taken from my girls while they're very young.
Still looking ahead to each day with those closest to him.
We are planning a summer with the girls. I mean, I really, at the end of the day, just all I want to do is spend time with my family and work a little bit if I can.
And make sure that you tell them that you love them.
Every day. Every day. They're loved. They know it.
Our thanks to Diane. For much more on Eric Dane's courageous fight against ALS, watch Impact by Nightline. Eric Dane Speaks, the Diane Sawyer interview, now streaming on Hulu and Disney+. Up next, Scheana Shay, spilling the tea on what made her rethink something she thought she'd never do. Welcome back. Scheana Shay burst onto the screen as an original cast member of Bravo's hit show Vanderpump Rules. She's now hitting the book stands with a tell-all memoir sharing intimate personal stories and juicy behind-the-scenes details about life as a reality TV star. Scheana sat down with ABC's Rhiannon and Allie.
Scheana Shay, welcome to Nightline.
Thank you for having me.
You are one of the original members of Vanderpump Rules, Bravo's show. We want to take a look from a very special moment. You actually sang your song, Good as Gold, for the very first time for cast members. Take a listen.
Yes.
We know the show started, it's hard to believe, almost 15 years ago.
Yeah.
That's incredible. And you were there as cameras gave us that look inside the outrageous staff of that restaurant, sir. How do you look back on all of it now?
It was such a great time. Honestly, I genuinely loved working at SUR. I loved serving tables. It was a fun experience. Even through all the fights and the cattiness, it was fun.
So was all of that drama at SUR real?
Unfortunately, yes. That's where I wish I could say, oh, that was scripted. No, it was all real.
Oh, wow. What moment do fans remember the most from your many seasons? What do they bring up to you?
Probably Stassi asking me for a Pinot Grigio.
I mean, I'm not really sure what I've done to you, but I'll take a Pinot Grigio.
Okay, so let's discuss your book. It's your very first one. My Good Side is the name of this. This is a memoir. How challenging was it to really dive into some of these intimate details of your life?
Yeah, a lot of things I didn't realize I had compartmentalized until I started the writing process.
You begin the memoir with a very special message, and it's for those who have felt limited or defined by the scars and scarlet letters of their past. Tell me the story behind that. How did you come up with that?
So I wanted this book to be a better understanding of who I am, why I am the way I am, and just all of the parts of me that you don't get on the show. The good, the bad, all of the sides. And for the dedication in this book, I wanted people to know that they don't have to be defined by their past. There's always time to course correct and recalibrate. And I'm a prime example of exactly that.
What would you consider your scarlet letter?
The home wrecking whore of season 1. Yeah, I felt like a lot of people also, I think a big misconception is they felt like I was complicit in this affair, and I was not. I did not know this man was married. So I felt like I came onto the show wearing a huge scarlet letter that I never wanted.
What was the hardest thing to write about?
So going towards the end of the book, chapter 16, The Whole Truth, talking about what happened between my husband and I when I was pregnant, I went back and forth that I felt like I would be so inauthentic to not put my full story out there. This is my chance to take control of my narrative. And it was not an easy decision.
In your words, explain what happened to people.
So when I was pregnant, my husband had an affair. And he hid that from me for almost 2 years. So by the time I found out about it, he had already proven to be an amazing father to our daughter, an incredible partner to me. I always told myself, if I'm ever cheated on, I will leave. But you truly don't know what you're gonna do until you're in that situation, and just understanding in the pain, I feel like it took a strength in me to stay that I didn't know I had necessarily. I know I'm a strong person, but to overcome that and to make the decision to stay and keep our family together was not an easy one.
And this all happened after Scandival.
Correct.
You literally say, I'm leaving, I'm not happy, and then we pick up the pieces that you left. You don't her friend.
I spent time with Ariana Madix, and I know you guys are close friends. Did you guys lean on each other through both situations?
So I didn't open up to her about anything. I felt like at the time she was going through so much, and as much as I wanted to trauma dump and bond with her, it didn't feel like the right time.
Your daughter's just so young now. She's only 4 years old. Someday she probably will read this book. What goes through your mind when you think of that?
Oh, so many things. That's why I wrote the last acknowledgement to her, and I hope she understands why mommy told the whole story, because I do think that there is power in reclaiming your narrative and putting it out there and being vulnerable, because I know through sharing my lived experiences, I am helping people feel less alone.
And there is something else you actually open up about in the book, your OCD diagnosis, and you even talk about in middle school suffering through depression. Those couldn't have been easy things to talk about as well.
No, and it was really hard too for my parents because I hid that from them. They had no idea what I was going through in 8th grade. I kept everything a secret. And it was just a very depressing time in my life, but I didn't really know what depression was. There were so many days where I would wake up and just think everyone would be happier if I was dead. It's like I was never suicidal, but having those thoughts as a 12-year-old kid.
You're all obviously a very strong woman.
Thank you.
What is next for you? Do you want to do more reality TV?
Reality TV, I think, will always be in my future. As hard as it is sometimes, especially with me speaking out about OCD and being a mental health advocate now, I know that that work is doing so much for so many people, and the platform of reality TV is the perfect place for something like that.
We saw Tom Sandoval on The Traitors. Is that something you'd be interested in? Could we ever see you on The Traitors?
I absolutely love that show, so if they call, am I a traitor? Am I a faithful? I don't know.
It was so nice to have
you. Thank you so much.
You can grab Scheana's new memoir, My Good Side, available in stores now.
Our thanks to Rhiannon. When we come back, thousands of fans pay homage to the late Prince of Darkness, Ozzy Osbourne, a moment that moved his wife, Sharon. And finally tonight, Birmingham showing the love for their hometown hero, Ozzy Osbourne. Here's ABC's Patrick Reevell.
A rock crowd to send off the Prince of Darkness. Thousands coming to say goodbye as Ozzy Osbourne was brought through the streets of his home city of Birmingham. His wife Sharon, supported by their children, laying flowers at Black Sabbath Bridge. The family appearing visibly moved by the support.
You can see how much Ozzy Osbourne meant to people in this city. They want to give him a proper send-off.
Osbourne died a week ago, aged 76, just weeks after performing an emotional final farewell concert here. A final show after years battling Parkinson's and a spinal injury. A founding father of heavy metal, loved in later years also for his reality shows, he came from a working-class suburb here.
I had that one done yesterday, to top up my portrait.
It's almost like losing a loved one.
He's the godfather of metal, and he created the genre. Managing to get this close, incredible.
Our thanks to Patrick. That's Nightline for this evening. Catch our full episodes on Hulu and Hulu on Disney+. We'll see you right back here same time tomorrow. Thanks for the company, America. Good night.